Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the Scarlet and Gray already rocking this house. And the Scarlet Knights will put total weather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese, and it's so cool. The tight end position now can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Offensive linemen love to run power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
The receiver on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I love defenses that can game tackle. How about the defense getting a lot of hats to the football? That receiver's a fast dude. But this defense, they've got a lot of team speed themselves, and they showed it right there.
Makes his connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Buckeyes are on the move. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrying.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Using the quick game. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have it.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They get to him as he throws, and they get him down. Really nice job by this sophomore standing in the pocket and delivering the pass. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick, and I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up 3. It's 3rd and 7. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A little screen to the running back. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Rutgers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
That's so much fun. They get off the rock, and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, give on the inside. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now adjusting, avoids pressure. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling them up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. 1st down to start the drive after the break. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Dropping back, it's Webb. Got his man on the right. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They're going to run it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Coming after it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
He's got it. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's going to pass on second down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
He's not afraid to go deep. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Off play action. Trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on on downs, Jesse?
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Webb. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Release to the back. Got his man. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Caught. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. That completion delivers a 1st down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Webb. Got it! And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the 1st down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down, able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, it's Webb. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Pressure coming. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. They've got the screen set up. At the 45, on its way. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Webb. Fires to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the offense. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Finds his man down the middle.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy step. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdown.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. And they got him for the sack. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
And when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you...
And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back inside the 30. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, throwing up and making the INT.
Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
They're going back to the ground. The Scarlet Knights will have a first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
He'll pull it on the read. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You know, this zone replay is something they run over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quick handoff. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
And the Scarlet Knights are flying down the field.
Here we go.
Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Quick strike complete. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Quarterback on the keeper. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping him.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Got enough space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry up. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you, and attack them.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground.
Second down.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes.
And the ball is intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 13.
Brings up second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
They're going to run it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Hey, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Rutgers has it back, they'll send the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Trying play action. That's caught. It's Carter. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Catch in the middle. It's Valentine. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They'll run the screen. Still running at the 40. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on 1st down. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Looking for a man, it's Webb. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field?
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the stomping has commenced. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. 1st down here for the offense. He's going to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield.